I mount this steel on there. It's already had the center mark on there, so I put this piece of steel on there, and that's just a mounting flange.
In the late 60s, John Topham took formal training at the Kootenay School of Arts. But alas, the life of an artist isn't always fruitful, especially at the beginning.
Everybody in a shop should have a face shield.
And what started out as simply working for an explosives company quickly turned into a career, one that sadly left not a whole lot of time for John to work on honing his artistic side.
There's so much solace in doing this. Like if there's anything else going on, I'm totally involved in my turning, so I don't think about, the worldly things are happening. I'm concentrating on doing this.
But now, a dozen years into his retirement, well, let's just say John spends a whole lot of time in his studio, turning and carefully crafting bits of wood into bowls that even the most hard-to-please cook would love to prepare Caesar salad in.
I like the functionality of bowls, and I do lidded bowls and open bowls and arty bowls. I do some little bits of art sculpture and some other work. I'm having a hard time weaning off the utilitarian pieces. This morning, I set this out. It's a piece of elm I cut this morning from my friend on the Scott's farm up on Denike. A big elm that he'd taken down last week. Killer branches were coming down, and it was just a safety concern. So this tree was about 65 years. I think it was planted in 1960 or 63. So many people in Summerland, just because of my involvement with other activities, they know I'm a wood turner, so I always get the call. John, we have a walnut tree that has to come down, or we've got an oak tree that has to come down. This wood, for the most part, if it didn't end up in this shop or going to the sawmill and made into, lumber, it would go to the compost or somebody's stove. So I've always felt that I've been doing my green part by taking that wood, turning it into something functional, and finishing off my perfect shape.
John's studio is just one of the many stops on a recently developed tour of Summerland Studios. John opens his doors, turns on the lathes, and allows people on the tour to watch the process, or in my case, try it.
When you're turning, I'm actually going to walk you through, so I'll have complete control over what you're doing, but you'll have that.
Nobody has complete control over what I do.
Watch me. Watch me. You're going to stand comfortable. So we're just going to hold that like that.
This way?
Yep.
Okay.
And I want you to put your hand fairly close to here.
But I won't get hurt, right?
No, I'm not. I'm going to make sure everything's good. Okay. Okay, so you're feeling comfortable?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we're going to go in. We're going to go in here, and we're just going to touch this. Okay. Go in. A little bit more this way.
Oh, cool.
There we go. We should make a lot of shavings.
Is that bad?
No, that's good.
Look, I have a new career. For anybody who knows me, this is very messy for me.
We spend a lot of time talking about the process. People talk about the wood, and they tell stories about their great uncle that used to turn. If they're bringing their families in, and even some of the adults are so taken by the hands-on approach to producing wooden bowls. They always thought these, most of them think it's done mechanically, like you put this piece of wood on, push a button, and the thing turns outside, turns inside, polishes it, and away you go.
John is also a member of the Summerland Woodturners group.
See, there's your crooked bowl.
Crooked bowl. Where members meet and devote time to turning and meticulously fine-tuning design and finishing. More information on John's work is available on his website. From Summerland for Go Okanagan, I'm Tammy Williams.